This time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
Turning 40 was tough.
You thought the pothole slogan was out there? Remember that other slogan, faux pas?
And we hear from our single senior guy.
I'm Dale.
And I'm Charlie. All that and more. This time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back. I'm fixated on this story.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, if you're one of those people who really, really likes cheese.
You really, really likes cheese?
This scenario may be the ultimate test.
Okay.
If you're a cheeser, if you will.
Giddy up.
Warehouse worker had to be rescued after he was trapped for more than 8 hours under 55,000 tons of cheese.
Oh, come on. How could somebody survive under 55,000 tons of cheese?
Here's the deal. This forklift driver's name is Tomaz.
Mm-hmm.
With a S and a Z, was feared to have actually died when the metal shelving, 18 meters high, stacked with about 20 kilos per block of cheddar and red Leicester, topped over. So imagine like a Costco warehouse of cheese, and it just all comes down on you. Somehow, through the grace of the cheese gods, it managed to topple in a way that the cheese almost made like a teepee. And he was able to just kind of sit there.
And wait for help to arrive.
They had to bring in drones and sniffer dogs.
What made it even worse was to get to him? Wait for it.
Do you want to say? Yep.
They had to cut the cheese.
So, are you single and 65 plus? Because this could be your golden opportunity for love.
Oh.
ABC planning a spin-off to The Bachelor, but for seniors. A network is looking for singles over 65 for a spin-off for a dating train wreck, I think, that everybody wants to see. Now, this is a show I can get on board with. I can't watch The Bachelor or Bachelorette. They're too hot and unrealistic for me. The current season of The Bachelor, for what it's worth, is actually being criticized right now for being too catty and immature. So this may be their way to fix that. Spinoff currently casting now, if you're interested.
First, there was The Bachelor. Then came The Bachelorette. But come on, what about those of us that aren't still wearing Axe body spray? Well, now, it's not The Bachelor. Get ready for grumpy single men. It's time for sexy seniors. But hey, things are gonna be different.
Age doesn't matter so much.
But it doesn't end there.
Looks don't matter.
Yes, it's...
And it's not drinks, it's dinner.
Yeah, and...
Not everyone's looking for love and marriage,
Well...
And it's not just about one companion. Maybe I'm looking for multiple partners, sort of. One for each task. One for dinner, one for travel, one for dancing, one for...
Well, yeah, we get the point. Yes, it's grumpy single men.
And I don't do that online thing.
It's like Temptation Island meets the Golden Girls. Grumpy single men.
I'd rather do this in the afternoon.
Thursdays on ABC, right after Wheel of Fortune.
Why not before?
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again.
I'm sick of that song.
I'm curious. So you wouldn't eat this banana that I brought in today?
Nope.
It's too far gone for you?
It's too ripe.
Do you like yours like green, like the kind when you just go to the store and they're
Not
like fresh
green.
put out?
Not green.
But if there's a spot of brown on it anywhere, you just no.
No, it has to be like that perfect yellow, very firm banana. It cannot be soft, like, mushy and with the brown on it. Stop it.
Saying a word.
You don't have to. Stop it. You started this.
I was just surprised because I bought a banana. I don't know, you eat bananas. You bring them in occasionally.
Yeah, but I don't like, again, smelly bananas. And when it gets to that point where there's brown on it, on the skin, it just, it's got that very banana-y smell. It's got too much flavor. Again, me with the flavor. It's too overwhelming for me.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Did you have
that's
a
all.
point?
Nope.
Okay.
Just checking because I'm gonna eat this mushy banana. But
okay,
maybe when you get to be my age, you don't mind mushy bananas. You get used to them. Not everything's firm.
All right. So This is the day. This is
the day.
My God. Like, I have so many emotions running through me right now, and I realize most of them are irrational, and I don't care what anybody thinks. Okay, it's my day, my thoughts. This is how it's going, all right? I want to throw up. I'm anxious. I'm a little shaky, to be honest with you.
That's true.
Because I remember when my parents turned 40.
Oh.
And I was like 8. And I was thinking, oh my God, they're so old.
Oh.
And so now it's like it's hard for me to wrap my head around that number. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So here are some things that I have just realized.
Yes.
It is such a big number. Like, to count that high up, like, it takes a long time. Okay? Mm-hmm. So now, when people say middle-aged, like, they mean me. I've also realized I don't think I can wear sequins anymore, or else I'm going to look like a cougar. I'm more likely now to forget to have sex than to forget to floss. All of a sudden, my tight miniskirt makes me look like I'm trying too hard. This is not funny. Like, the tears are real. Now when I flirt with, like, the Rogers guy, I'm not going to get extra channels for free. This is not funny. Also, I've realized all of a sudden, if I eat chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast, I will have gained an entire size by dinner time.
Right.
And finally, I think this is one of my biggest regrets. I probably should have taken, like, naked pictures of myself when I was, like, 30. Do you remember a couple years ago when the city of Barrie came up with that slogan that everybody hated?
Well played.
Well played.
Well played.
I don't know. I liked it.
It doesn't sound like an inspirational one. It almost sounds like it's sarcastic. You know, that's when somebody comes up and you know, and you kind of go, well played.
Right?
Well played.
Okay.
You know.
So Regina is kind of dealing with the same situation.
Oh, dear.
But way worse.
Oh, no.
So
in what sense?
The tourism board in Regina is now apologizing for slogans they came up with as part of a rebranding campaign.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
The two slogans they have since removed and are now apologizing for.
Okay.
This is so awesome. I would move there. Show us. I can't.
Come on.
Wait, okay.
Okay.
Holy crap. Okay.
Come on.
I'm crying. I'm actually crying, Regina.
Okay.
Slogan number 1.
Yeah.
Show us your Regina.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, wait, there's another one. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So, number 1, show us your Regina. And the second slogan. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Is
the city that rhymes with fun. So clearly, they received a lot of online criticism.
Uh-huh.
So the city has come up with a new slogan.
Yeah.
That is not as fun.
Oh.
So now it is Experience Regina.
Okay, well,
which is a more safe.
That's much safer. And much
I don't
more
know,
palatable.
man.
But no, it's okay. The people that came up with the original slogans and stuff like that, they're not out of work. Apparently, they're up doing advertisements for Lake Couchiching.
Oh
my God. It doesn't matter, though. It was raining all day long yesterday.
It's going to be raining for days in my world.
If you heard on the news, Dan was saying about it. Oh, man. Italy out of the World Cup. This isn't like a huge thing. This is
epic.
Yeah.
This is the first time since like the 50s.
Well, I know, but you're going to challenge a soccer powerhouse like Sweden on the pitch. That's what's going to happen.
We're going to have to start cheering for Argentina.
Yeah, what is that? You cheer for Argentina. How does that...
It's the same thing with the Canadian teams and then the NHL, really, right?
I guess if your
the
team's
Leafs are
knocked out,
you start going for Calgary
right.
or whatever Canadian team is left.
True enough.
It's kind of the same thing.
So it's Argentina.
A lot of us still have roots from being Italian and being from Italy. A lot of us have family in Argentina. It's the same thing. But I mean, if you can't, if you're gonna can't laugh about it.
Can't laugh about it. Is that what you're going to say? Is that your slogan for the day now?
Like,
you can't laugh. If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Start joking about it now?
What's the difference between an Italian fan and a baby?
What?
The baby will stop whining after a while. What's the difference between the Italian soccer team and a tea bag?
What?
The tea bag usually stays in the cup.
Okay.
What do you call an Italian player in the World Cup final?
What?
A referee.
There you go.
And finally,
yes.
Did you hear about the new Italian bra?
No.
Lots of support, but no cups.
I'll cheer for you, Argentina. The truth is, Italians can score.
Speak for yourself.
We lost on aggregate 1-0. So now I'll cry and drink my limoncello. I guess if you've got fish for pets, families that have fish as pets are 3 times as likely to suffer from this.
Being lonely.
Boredom?
That's it. I have another word, too.
No. The answer was allergies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have dogs or cats when I grew up because we had allergies in our house.
I had my very first animal. It was a goldfish. I called him Fatso. I overfed it.
I don't think we should be goldfish shaming. Could have been a pituitary thing.
This is something for you.
Something for me?
How to prevent that eggy smell that comes off of hard-boiled eggs.
My wife loves hard-boiled eggs. She'll make them a lot because they're nice and quick and easy for her.
Absolutely.
Make bonus ones and then put them in the fridge. And a lot of times, she'll forget to cover them or seal them in any way. And I go and I open the fridge, and it's like somebody just cut one loose in their drawers, aimed right at me. Just right in the face. It's like, oh, come on.
Fun fact. When eggs are cooked, they release chemicals that form an unpleasant gas, Dale.
Sure they do.
This is because the yolk releases iron, while the egg whites release sulfur and hydrogen, which cause that familiar smell.
The farty smell.
The farty smell. Now, thanks to an Australian parents group on Facebook, they have shared a simple way to prevent this odor from happening to your hard-boiled eggs.
Do tell.
All right. When the water is boiling,
yes,
you add a few teaspoons of white distilled vinegar to the pot.
Yep.
And by adding this vinegar to the boiling water, it will help prevent the chemical reaction that occurs, and it won't mess up the taste either.
Mitigate the smell without affecting the taste.
How about that? It's a win-win.
Wow. Vinegar, huh? Good on French fries, stops eggs from smelling like Is there anything it can't do?
Is that not the most ridiculous, wrong, unnecessary thing to be thinking about this early in the morning?
Yes, that's wrong at any time of day. Tired of going into work all bummed out? Can't seem to find the energy to get out of bed in the morning? And the only time you laughed was when your boss didn't realize they had toilet paper stuck to their shoe. It's time to ask your doctor about Dale and Charlie. Once daily, Dale and Charlie may help boost your mood, motivate you, and make facing the day that much easier. Because life's too short to go around with a frown. There's Dale and Charlie. Dale and Charlie is not for everyone and may cause uncontrolled laughing, snorting, tearing of the eyes, and wetting of the pants. If any of these symptoms occur, do not consult your physician, just change your pants. Regular use of Dale and Charlie may lead to healthier attitudes, friendlier dispositions, and general more likability. Stop taking Dale and Charlie if you lose your sense of humor, take everything too seriously, or tend to melt in warm weather. Taking Dale and Charlie can cause laugh lines, crow's feet, and sore sides.
Yeah.
If you cannot afford Dale and Charlie, Kool FM may be able to help. Once daily, Dale and Charlie. It's nice to have a smile on your face.
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in.
If you enjoyed that 15 minutes you'll never get back, follow and subscribe. More on Dale and Charlie at 1075coolfm.com.
Download your favorite episodes there or at Spotify. Leave a review so our egos can get inflated.
Waste your time next week.